Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a big, nasty one coming up. No! So it's a barrel aged pastry stout, it's known as. It's called Monstrosity. And it's by Boatrocker, Brewers and Distillers. They're out of Braeside, which is southeast Melbourne. So, yeah, this bad boy is 9.5%. I'll read what it says on the back. Inspired by campfire stories and the all good and bad things that can happen when you look into long and deep into the flames. God, it's hard to read. The barrel aged stout is infused with toasted marshmallows, vanilla, chocolate, caramel, and a lick of smoke. Sounds delightful. I've got my Boatrocker proper glassware. So yeah, this is the Ramjet glass. Ramjet's their sort of cult imperial stout that's barrel aged with some fine whiskey. Let's get into it. Cheers to Joey and Evie in the chat. Are you back in your normal role now, or are you still doing the other shit? Trying to, was it Dayton, Ohio, or something? Oh, I just licked the top of the can to clean it up, and it tasted real good. Oh yeah, cool. It was, and then it was bottle and can. These days, I think it's gone back to bottle again. Not sure. Yep. So let's have a look at this bad boy. So yeah, these guys are known for their dark beers. Let's hope this is a banger. So colour, I would say jet black. Doesn't really have like a brownish or reddish hue or anything. It's quite dark. The head on it's pretty light. I mean, you do get that sometimes with adjunct stouts or barrel aging. I would say medium body, light carbonation. Let's go a whiff. It smells decadent. I'm getting that cola vibe though, like Coca-Cola. I get it quite often with stouts when they sort of have that medium body and like a caramel brown sugar sort of vibe going on. Oh yeah, that's it. Because you were going to go to the museum. I don't know if you ended up going. But cheers again, Steve. So yeah, it smells heaps like it smells and looks like Coca-Cola. Just drinking the Coke there, guys. It's going to be a Coca-Cola review tonight. Yeah, I get like maybe a little bit of sort of vanilla marshmallow sweetness. But yeah, it tends to be more sort of caramel than like chocolate or coffee. Caramel and like brown sugar. Yeah, cool. It's awesome when you catch up with old mates and it's like you haven't seen them for fucking 20 years, but when you catch up, it's like you only seen them yesterday. Yeah, it's getting a bit of length to it. Still, like, I would have thought it would have grown a lot quicker. I've already got like a bit of damage to it, but yeah. Before I shaved it, it was halfway down my back. It's the first time I ever grew my hair long. Yeah, that'd be cool. You should take a photo of the haul that you're going to take. So, are you going? Is this something you're going to with the missus? Anyway, we better go a little taste of this bad boy. Let's hope it lives up to the hype. I think there's been mixed reviews with this one, but generally Boatrocker's dark stuff's amazing. So, cheers. I'm not sure what the barrel is either. I'm just assuming it's something from Starwood, like their whiskey. Oh yeah. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. That is tasty. Yes. So you get like a. It's funny because the vanilla, the marshmallow, and the chocolate is huge on the flavour, but you weren't getting them much on the nose. On the nose, it was like, yeah, mostly like caramel. There's a Sleep Token song called Caramel. I could start singing it if I wanted to. I feel like the barrel's definitely bourbon or whiskey, just not sure what. It's actually quite pungent. There's a little oak character as well. The smoke, still not really getting yet, but I feel like as it warms, that'd be yeah, like a quality that might come out. That's cool. Fuck yeah. How far from where you live? Like, is it in the heart of Liverpool or? Yeah, you just know, hey? Oh, see, now that it's got a bit of air to it, I mean, it hasn't warmed that much. It's probably warmed by like 1 degree, but all of a sudden I just smell like vanilla and marshmallow. Oh, yeah, boy. I love vanilla in stouts. It's so fucking good. And Boatrocker are one of those breweries too. They don't skimp on ingredients. Like if they're gonna make a beer with like vanilla and shit, they're gonna use the best ingredients. It's just you're gonna pay for it. George's Big Shed and Massive Dog. Cool. Here we go with this shit again. It would be fucking unreal. I just wish it was in 2026. Like that Melbourne game with the Rams is like at the end of the season. Still don't know who they're playing yet. The NFL must just release the draw for the first sort of 2/3 of the season, and then they must add the other ones later. You might have to do a nude Vespa challenge around Ohio, Joey, to raise some funds. Hey, do you think KFC would still be open? Oh, has anyone seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet? I still haven't watched it. I was going to watch it today after work, but I was too tired. I was like, I've got to watch it where I'm not going to fall asleep. Like no one from work or like any close mates of mine have watched it just yet. I think a lot are going to watch it this weekend. Yeah. they had absolutely nothing to say. That's like yeah. And were you a huge fan of the first one? Okay, I'm finally getting some of that smoky, peaty character. It's sort of just there on the edge. Um, so just imagine you have like a peated whiskey, but you have one that's like, yeah, more like really subtle. So you're getting sort of, it's almost like you're getting sort of huge bourbon or whiskey character, a little touch of like woodsy sort of oak character, and then like a little hint of smoke. So yeah, it's like having a peated whiskey that's like sort of very, very light on the peat. One for the beginners sort of thing. Would have been awesome if it was really peaty. I had a Samoa's based Imperial Stout by Bacchus Brewing out of Brisbane, and their peat was massive. Their bourbon barrel was really strong. They had the same vanilla, marshmallow, cacao nibs, and then like a sort of chocolate caramel heavy base. And then they actually used habanero chili as well. So you got sort of a like a peat, like a sort of like a smoky heat sort of in the malt, but you also got like a spice heat as well. It was really good. Probably one of the best Aussie stouts I've had. Yeah, cool. Ooh, that sounds good. Yep. I sort of can't really remember what his last few movies are. I just don't watch many movies. Like especially these days, I just think most shit that's coming out of Hollywood's trash. Yeah, I feel like when we went to Boatrocker, Adam, I feel like this beer there would be awesome on tap. Nice big glass, just letting it sit on the table, warming up, bit of air to it. Remember when we were at Boatrocker, how young a heap of the boys behind the bar were? They were like little kids. We're talking shit to them for ages. Oh, I found there's this sick as t-shirt company in Australia, and they've got this John Daly character sort of t-shirt. It looks so rad. I want to get it. I think I saved a photo of it because I was like, I need to revisit that store. Yeah. Oh, so a heap of cameos. Yeah. Good old 80s movies. Karate Kid. I loved Karate Kid. I love Ninja Turtles. I love Top Gun and Days of Thunder. What else did I love from the 80s? Oh, there'd be heaps of shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could sort of imagine. It's like when Eminem does the Detroit Lions stuff. I always find that a bit corny. Yeah. Purple Rain. Good old Prince. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Yeah, it was like a film and a song, wasn't it? Probably an album as well. I remember my neighbour, she was like massively into, yeah, Prince and Michael Jackson. Um, yeah, she had like all the vinyls. I loved Michael Jackson as a kid. And then when I was older and all that shit was coming out about him, I sort of didn't want to watch it because I didn't want it to sort of tarnish like the nostalgia that I sort of had with his music. So I just sort of ignored it all. I'll tell you what, this beer definitely goes straight to the head. I forgot to mention the percentage. Yeah, it's 9.5. Just in this can, 2.8 standard drinks. So yeah, you'd have about 2/3 of the can just by itself, and you wouldn't be allowed to drive. Yep, totally agree, dude. They shove politics down your throat in all these films these days, and it's like, oh, that movie back in the 80s had all white characters. We better put some black guys in there now. It's like fucking ridiculous. oh, we've got to have a woman as the lead character because it was a guy when we made it the first time. When it comes to a lot of shit like that, I definitely feel like me and you have similar opinions, dude. It's just nothing worse than these fucking woke fuckwits just ruining every good thing out there just by all their whinging. I feel like femos are the worst. Like your left wing dyed haired femos that have never had a decent bloke and they hate the world because of it. All men are cunts. Let's pour some more, shall we? I've got a bag of M&Ms in the cupboard that would probably go well with this stout. Woo. Yeah. Oh no. I won't even comment on that one. Ugh. The world we live in, hey? Yeah, they love them. They fucking love them. They even want to include them in women's sports. It's like, what the fuck? That's one thing I just can't get my head around. Trans men or gender neutral or any of that shit competing in female sport and they just fucking dominate. And it's like, it's so ridiculous to watch. Because in playing in their own, or yeah, you can't even say that now without offending someone, but say if they were a junior playing in men's division, they were probably just an average player, like nothing special. But then they go and play in the women's and they just fucking dominate. It just goes to show the massive difference between, yeah, like men and women when it comes to physical sort of sport and stuff. Fucking oath, Evie. I'm sure you understand you're on the same side as us. You think most of this stuff's bullshit. Spritzer. No, I wouldn't even be drinking. It would be consuming. Consuming spritzers. Jane Ann Garofalo. What a name. Sounds like someone from the French Riviera. Non-binary beer reviews. What's the bet if someone started that? It would fucking take off. Like it'd be massive, even though it's beer. Yeah, you got to pay for it, dude. It's like a subscription thing. Yeah, I've already been part of a live. So they're sitting there in their tour bus, and you can just like ask them questions, and they're there chatting with you. It's pretty fucking awesome. And then like, yeah, you get a t-shirt, you get sort of like, yeah, like discounts on merch and that when they bring it out. You get yeah, when they tour, if you weren't already, like say next tour they have, you'll get previous access and maybe like discount on tickets and stuff. Like, I feel like it'd be worth it in the long run. It's not that expensive. I just went, fuck it. I'm like, I want to join them. They're my boys. Even just to get a t-shirt's pretty cool. But yeah, the first live they did was good. Yeah. Like the bigger and bigger they get, it's going to be harder to get tickets and stuff. I just feel like they're one of those bands they'll sort of keep giving, like they'll every now and then there might be just some random thing where they'll give out like drumsticks and signed photos and all that sort of shit. That's why I was like, I want to be part of it. Sammy's sunflower dress reviews. Yeah. Yeah, November's when I've got Metallica and Oasis. Um, yeah, and AC/DC here in the same month. I mean, if it gets down to it, I've got a bit of money at the time and I can still get a ticket to AC/DC. I might still go, but the only reason I've been sort of like holding firm is, yeah, I'm obviously going to those other two gigs at the same time, and I've already seen AC/DC a couple of times. Plus, I'm like, yeah, a bit strapped for cash at the moment, so it's like you got to be sensible sometimes. He's a lucky boy. Yeah, true, Steve. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I love the fact that like, yeah, crowds are just bouncing and singing along, and every time there'd be a little bit of hostility or like giving the fu to the crowd and that joking around, the media try to turn it into something. Oh, Liam had a fit and fucking was going off at the crowd, and oh, it's like, shut the fuck up. They're out there killing it, and you know it. Just fucking admit it. He's just giving the crowd shit at different cities, mainly due to football and the teams that the fans follow and shit. Noel's in great spirits. Noel's always been my favourite. Yeah, he's the songwriter. He's the fucking heart and soul of the band. When I go to the gig, I've got same with Metallica. I've got front, like I've got general admission front. So I'll be if I get there early or if I just be a cunt, I just try to get right to the front of the stage. Um, yeah. So when I go to Metallica, it doesn't really matter where I am because you sort of, I think they have a setup with the stage where they all sort of walk around the different sections. So you sort of get to see them all. But at Oasis, I want to be to the right. So I'm sort of where Noel is. Cheers, Justin. Welcome in. Are you here for the last one? I'm on a barrel-aged Samoa Stout, and it's tasting mighty fine, and it's going to my head. I feel a little woozy. The warmer it gets and the more oxygen, it's smelling and tasting very, very nice. Are you streaming tomorrow, dude? On Friday, I finished because we got that shit seminar thing. I finished work at like 11:30 or something in the morning. So it's like, oh, I want to do something. Friday afternoon, just get lit somewhere. So every beer I have, I always put in the fridge, depending on the style. When it's like most beers, it'll be in the fridge the whole time. Sometimes stouts I'll have kept in a cellar thing, and yeah, like I'll just put them in the fridge to get a bit of coldness to them, and then I'll let them warm up. I'm not one of I'm not one of those people that can just sort of drink a beer like room temperature. Like I would if I had to, but I just don't prefer it. Yeah, I just find it weird. Like there's a lot of people out there, they'll have like stouts and stuff just sitting in cupboards, and they just pull them out of the cupboard and crack into them. I'm like, no, I can't do that. It's got to be in the fridge for a while first, start off cold and then warm up. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I got my little sister into Oasis as a kid. I also got her into some heavy shit as well. It was so awesome when my sister was like, she would have been like late primary school, early secondary school, and she's like listening to like System of a Down and Slipknot and all that sort of stuff. Metallica. Fuck yeah. I love that video that was going around on social media where the little girl says to the dad she wants to hear Metallica. She's in the back of the car. And he goes, oh, what song? And she goes, down, 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 down. Yeah, it seems to be like a thing that everyone says, but I mean, they drink classic like cask and that. It's sort of room temperature, but yeah, just your standard beers and that. Everyone puts them in the fridge, including Brits. Yeah. Yeah. What sort of music she into, Joey? I reckon she'd be into like, is she into like My Chemical Romance and that sort of stuff, like Green Day? Cheers, Phil. Yeah, I did a stream before this one, dude. I had a Mountain Culture IPA. It was a little disappointing considering they're like one of my favorite breweries. I think it was just the hop combo they used, but that was the beer. Very cool, like can artwork, like a yacht at sea, and just like cool brush strokes with the sea. It's called Sailing Away. Like it had some good characters to it, but yeah, I just think the hop combo they used was a bit shit and just made the beer sort of not as nice as usual. But now I'm on a barrel aged Samoa stout, and it's very good. And it's making me feel quite lubricated. Cellar temperature, which is always below room temperature. Okay. Yeah, fuck no. Yep. Yeah. Just from the way you describe her and even like photos and that, I just feel like she'd be similar interest to one of my old workmates. She was into all that sort of stuff. I don't know. I probably won't be able to get it, Evie. It's yeah, it's like an English beer, so they might get it in Australia, but yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, good to see her in, Phil. Yeah, be interested to see what you think, dude. I imagine it was pretty pricey, like it would have been sort of putty price or even more. Nah, it's a sort of beer, Evie, like in Australia, the only places that would get it would be like your craft bottle shops, but very rare that they'd even get it. And if they did, it won't be for ages, like because it's brand new in England. It's the sort of beer that they don't normally distribute to Australia. Cool. That'll be awesome. Would you just get a response then or something? Yeah, so mine's Boatrocker Monstrosity. It's barrel aged pastry stout. It's got I feel like I'm gonna say whiskey barrel. I feel like it's Starwood whiskey barrel. So Starwood's like a Melbourne distiller, really good whiskies. Um and yeah, the adjuncts they've used cacao nibs, vanilla, marshmallow, and they've used some peated malt, so it's got a bit of smokiness. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, what I was gonna say, Hawkstone is that's Clarkson's brewery, isn't it? See, I'd love to try them. I just feel like stuff like that gets a bit of buzz. You get like a Aussie guy reviewing like Jeremy Clarkson's beers in Australia, and just be like, people would be like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah, fucking oath. A lot of people don't realise that, yeah, when you're drinking stuff like really cold, you're not getting a lot of the flavours. Certainly something you learn as you get more into craft beer, like just how much the beer can change with like temperature. Cool. What are you saying? You're bland, Phil? Come on, mate. You're better than that. you're a delicate star. Delicate. Ooh. Yeah, you should find out who it is. I've met quite a few distributors lately, so it's like they're the sort of people I need to suck up to. Hey, you want to be my beer friend, baby? I was hanging out with one last time I was in Melbourne, that time that I met Juzzy. That's what made me late, and I didn't get my train home. I went to this particular bar, and the owner of the bar is actually a huge Aussie distributor. So I want to go back and see him. I remember him saying he was getting some more American stuff. Actually, while we're at it, Adam of Mersey Beers, he was just saying he's getting some American brewery in. I wanted to know if it's something you've had before. Have you heard of Salamaker Brewing Company out of Northern California? He's also getting Knee Deep. I remember Knee Deep when I first got into craft. He's getting Belching Beaver, Anderson Valley, who've been around for ages, and Larisk barley wines. Cool. Yeah, that's Salamaker. I'm just not familiar with them, but that's their logo anyway. Wonder what they're like. See, these guys were fucking unreal when I first got into craft. Knee deep. They had a beer called Breaking Bud come out when Breaking Bad started. Fuck, it was good. Real like piney, resinous, dank, like huge old school US vibes. They were normally in like the big bombers. How do you pronounce your name? Dejan Blagojevic? It's like Eastern European, I reckon. I'm going to say Croatian or Serbian. Let me know where you're from, dude. Be interesting to see. And yeah, no offense. I'm just like having a guess just by the way your name's spelled. Bosnian. That's a good guess. Or could be like Polish. I still think, yeah, like Serbian or Croatian. Oh, yeah. Did he barrack for the Bulls? Did he barrack for the Bears? Yeah. Fucking oath, dude. Melbourne will be known as Little Mumbai soon. The suspense is killing me. I want to know where Blagojevich is from. The suspense. It's very quiet. It's very eerie in here. I'm scared. Imagine just doing a stream like this. The old ASMR. I'm just tasting my beverage. It's delightful. Andre. Andre's the old yeah, where's he from? Plays like the violin and shit, doesn't he? Like composer type. Mad hair as well. What, like Kramer of Seinfeld? Cheers. It's good. It's quite tasty. It's not up to like Ramjet, Roger Ramjet, a lot of those stout barley wine types, but it's not far off. It's just not quite as like rich and sort of oily like they are. They're a bit thicker. Thick boy. Nah, there's not much to this one, Evie. It's cool because it's like, yeah, got like bronze logo and gold writing and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty simple. I never liked their logo when they changed it, but I don't mind it now because they had a cool. Their old logo was cool, and they sort of tried to simplify it. Oi! Don't make me yawn, motherfucker. Good to see you. And Joshua, you two boys been hanging out, coming in at the same time. Yeah, it's like simple but effective. Like the gold and the bronze font does look pretty sick on the black can, but yeah, there's just not much artwork to it. It's just sort of a classic style. Yeah, Yeah, you're working together. Yeah. Yeah, I did a mountain culture beer before. I was meant to do a Westie, and I accidentally grabbed the hazy out of the fridge. And the hazy I wasn't really going to review. I was going to review the Westie. I just thought, oh, fuck it, I'll review the hazy. It had mosaic and equinox in it. It had like some really nice tropical citrus flavors, but it had this earthy herbal thing that I just couldn't get my head around. And yeah, it just tasted a bit funny. So yeah, it was like a good quality, well brewed beer, but just shit hop combo. So yeah, it was mountain culture standards. It was a bit low, but yeah, now I'm on a fucking barrel aged some more stout. It's real good. But yeah, it's like I don't know. Like I've only had the couple of beers, but because it's barrel aged and yeah, it's got a bit of heat on it. It's like yeah, going straight to my head. It's only 9 point. I think it's 9.2, but sort of drinks a bit bigger. 9.5. Yeah, the old tandem. Yeah, I've got another package of beer arriving tomorrow. Um, Two of the beers, me and Adam's actually got some one drop beers in the UK, so it's pretty rad. So one drop are known for their fruit sours. They're probably one of the best in the world for that style. So yeah, we're going to do a fruit sour together, and they've got a big impy sort of Russian imperial stout. I think it is. So we're going to do that and then fruit sour together, which will be pretty cool. Yeah. The number one tram in Melbourne is the 86 tram because it takes you to all the beer and restaurants. Yeah, for sure. No, if you act like that these days, you get cancelled. Nitro Impy, yeah. I've just got a feeling it's real roasty and rich. It could have adjuncts, but I don't think it does. Yep. Yeah, I've never had any before. I'm not normally too harsh. It's just I sort of say it how it is. But like, yeah, I think you know that because you know that they're nothing special. It's like, yeah, if I said the same thing, it sort of wouldn't worry you. But yeah, obviously, if it's like a brewer sending beers or something, I'd sort of bite my tongue and yeah, I wouldn't like really go to town on them if they were shit beers. Yeah, yeah. The worst thing with Australia and the US and that is they used to have really good train lines, and then they fucked them all off because of cars and oh, we're going into a new dimension. We're going to have cars now and highways. And then they start bringing in all these fucking foreigners and the infrastructure's fucked and they need all these train lines back. It's like you shouldn't have fucking got rid of them in the first place. See, some of the train lines that they used to have in Australia would be fucking ideal for some of the problems we're having now with infrastructure. But no, they fucked them off and they let forests grow over them and this and that. Yeah, for sure. Oh, so you're talking about Jeremy Clarkson's beers. I get you now. Yeah, when you said JC's beers. How many different beers does he have? It's only like 2 or 3, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely keen to try them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely need them. I feel like if there was a Melbourne to Sydney bullet train, it'd be quite popular. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you, mate. Editing vlog. Cool. How's the train sets going? Yeah. Yeah. So do you live like, are you near or you can get them easily? I was going to say you near where it is or yeah. Yeah, cool. That would make for a good video. Building a train set on a train. Yeah. Like the hangover ride. Oh, cool. Yeah, the only thing I'd worry about those, yeah, like cost to send them to Australia. It'd probably be fucking ridiculous. Yeah, fucking oath. I reckon Adelaide, if they had one from Melbourne to Adelaide that was fast, that'd be cool. Especially for me because I'm sort of already on the way. I'm going to Adelaide, boys. I'll be there in 2 hours. We're going to get sloshed. We're going to the Barossa and we're going to drink some top notch Shiraz. Oh, yeah, cool. The old Irish stout. Irish stout's certainly a style that can, yeah, like can be hit and miss. Most of them are generally pretty good. San Francisco sounds like the worst city in the world. Portland, it's funny because Portland, Oregon, I would love to visit for the beer scene. It's meant to have the most breweries in any city in the world, as far as like Czech, and that's probably different, but craft breweries, like. But yeah, just the whole wokeism and people camping in the streets and all that. Like, yeah, it just sounds like a fucking shithole. San Francisco's the same. I don't know, bro. I don't know the area very well. I just know the Barossa in general is good for wine. And yeah, this looks like there's quite a few people watching at the moment, so feel free to give us the old thumbs up. It's good to have a few people about on the old weeknight stream. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, in Australia, our fucking train services in Australia are like equivalent to third world countries. That's how shit they are. I mean, when I was in Sydney, I thought the trains there were actually all right. Melbourne, they're okay. Like the actual trains, the train and tram network in Melbourne's pretty good, but yeah, it's just the actual trains where you go to country areas and like city to city sort of thing. Fucking terrible. Yeah. Yeah, cool. What's been your pick out of the ones you've had so far? Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I do the whole public transport that I do is because normally when I go to the city, it's for so you can't drive. Yeah. Another beer bites the dust. Yeah. So the thing that always hurts Australia is even if we have a good system and good companies running it, it's like the country's so fucking massive. So if you want anything decent, it costs a lot of money because obviously the distances are so fucking far. It's not like building a fucking motorway in Germany. Like when try building a motorway in Australia from one side of the country to the other. Oh, so an actual decent beer place in the Barossa. Cool. Have you been to? Okay, well, let me know, Steve, some Adelaide beer places you love, like in the city. I've got a few in mind that I want to check out, but yeah, obviously, if you say them, it sort of backs it up. Yeah, cool. Might have to check it out. Might have some sort of specials from like. See, I really want to go to Bendigo again, but it's shit because for me to go there. If I'm driving, it's just like boom, like probably a 2 and a bit hour trip, sort of like diagonally northeast. But if you're public transport and it's an absolute prick, you pretty much have to go all the way to Melbourne and then back the other way. Because there's a festival coming up that I want to go to. It's in Bendigo, and it's just like the hassle of getting there just turns me off. Like I've even got somewhere to stay if I want, but I just don't think I can get to the city early enough to be able to go to it. Like I'd have to nearly go the night before. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've definitely been told Little Bang. Crafty Robot I'm not familiar with, but we'll have to check out. I've heard Shapeshifter are doing good shit. Wherever your Adler is, I like their beers. I obviously want to do Pirate Life in Port Adelaide. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good just going for a trek and having a look around and not having to worry about parking and all that sort of shit. When you're just walking, it's cool. You'll come across stuff that, if you're in the car, you would have just drove past and not noticed it. But I might wrap this up and get ready to hit the hay. Another glorious day at work and having to get up at stupid o'clock. Plus, I'm busting to go the loo. Why I love the islands, yeah, definitely. And like if you've sort of got your swimming attire with you, like you're wearing a pair of boardies, you'll be just strolling along and then you're like, fuck, this beach looks awesome. I'm going to go for a swim here. Yeah. And same sort of thing, you might come across a bar or a restaurant that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. But yeah, I'm out, guys. This beer, I'm probably gonna. It's good. It's actually pretty decent. It's not up to the same standard as a lot of barrel age like dark stuff for Boatrocker, but their quality is amazing. So this is sort of like just your standard shelf barrel age from them. But yeah, it's still probably heaps better than most breweries out there. I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. I feel like it needed. They advertised it being smoky. I felt like it needed more of that, a bit more sort of like complexity and body to it. Um, and actually mention what the barrel is they're utilising. But yeah, apart from that, most of the flavors were pretty decent and very, very tasty beers. So another one in the books. I'm out of here. I'm a tired boy. So yeah, thanks for chiming in, legends. I'll be back tomorrow night, I guess. I've got another box of beer coming tomorrow, so it could be anything tomorrow what I'm going to review. So look out for that. And enjoy your night or your day wherever you're at. Cheers.